Hey, I'm starting day 3 of my fat fast. Just wanted to check in. This, I'm happy today. Let me just put it that way. Starting out, at first, when I was doing the plan, the first couple of days, like going from one day on, get up the next day. So really, it's 2 days down, starting day 3. But the scale is now moving in the opposite direction. At first it was inching up and I was really worried because I hadn't stabilized off of my HCG. I didn't know how that was gonna, work out. But I am happy to report that the scale is moving back the opposite way. So I was doing some research and I wanted to find out whether or not that you could do this plan longer than Per Carb Diem, the lady that wrote the book, I believe her name is Ann, wrote that cookbook longer than what she says. She says 3 days and 2 days to transition, which would be a total of 5. Or you can push it and go 5 days with 2 transition days, which would be a total of 7. Well, I found a doctor that online that has a book. I just ordered his book. It's called Fight Fat with Fat. I can't remember his name, Dr. Salaron or Salarino or something like that. But he puts his patients on this plan for up to a month. And then he has a diet plan that he transitions people to. He was under the tutelage of Dr. Atkins. So he has took Dr. Atkins' protocol, if you will, and kind of like added his own twist to it, where he's incorporating low glycemic index foods, high fats. But this cookbook that the lady wrote, I think is going to be really good to mate with that, because a lot of times we get into trouble trying to figure out what the macros are, how much, are you putting in, a certain percentage of fat. And that's hard to keep track of. I know I did a video the other day. I was frustrated when I was even thinking about putting all that stuff inside the tracker. But I wanted to do another thing and show you what I do in the morning. I just made my bulletproof coffee. The butter's floating around at the top of it. And I'm using unsalted butter. I keep it in the wrapper so I can see the tablespoon sizes on the side, so I know exactly how much I'm taking in. Oh, and I do not own the rights to this music in the background. You got to do so much to get these videos out. This is the Brain Octane. I put a cap full of this in. My coffee ends up being about 200 and maybe 30, 200 and I want to say 230, 232. It may be a little bit more of calories and no carbs at all. And this is what I do before I do my workout. Brain Octane actually puts your body into ketosis almost immediately. The body knows exactly what to do with it. It understands that it is a source of energy. So it will start using this, which will keep your body in ketosis. The butter, same thing, just full fat. And I'm using unsalted. But another thing that I wanted to talk about is about supplements. I started back using one of my own products, the Alliance, which is like a multivitamin. It's just got like about 9 different superfoods inside of it, and all of them help with aiding with weight loss. But there's no calories and no carbs inside of this. So I want you to be careful about when you're calculating your carbs, especially when you're doing the keto diet. Not so much when you're doing HCG, but when you're doing the keto diet, you want to make sure that these supplements that you're taking in don't have sugar in them, added sugars in them, and you want to watch and see what the carb count is. Now, I was taking the Thrive, love it to death. Definitely will be using it again as soon as I reach my ideal weight. But it has, I believe, 3 or 5 carbs in it per serving. This is full of wheatgrass. You don't have to do all that mixing up and chopping up and all of that stuff of different veggies and grasses and all of that stuff. This is already done. You just open it up, put it in a bottle of water, shake it up, drink it, and you're ready to go. The Daybreak, I'm going to continue to take, again, because it gives me mental clarity. I use this along with the Brain Octane, but I use decaffeinated coffee because I don't need anything that makes me jittery. So I will be continuing to take this. This doesn't have any calories or carbs in it as well, the Daybreak. And then when I do my biggest meal of the day, I'm going to be taking my Amnesty. Amnesty is basically a carb blocker. So I'm gonna make sure that I'm not taking in, like I'm blocking as many carbs as I possibly can, especially since I'm doing this fat fast. And then if I find myself you know, not having a whole lot of energy during the day, then I will be utilizing the Edge, which is a B12 complex, which gives you energy. It's full of all types of B vitamins. And then also my Advantage drops that I take to help curb my appetite. I haven't really been hungry, so I don't take them all the time, but I do try to take them at least twice a day before meals, because I know that it's protecting my muscle. The amino acids inside of it is protecting the muscle. That's what you want to protect while you're doing any type of weight loss plan. You do not want your body to be losing muscle weight. You want to be losing fat, not muscle. So this is my daily morning regimen that I do. I come downstairs, I get ready. I've hired someone to come in and start helping to take care of my mom in the morning, which has been a blessing for me. I'm so thankful for that right now, because I needed that. It's hard to watch somebody that you love deteriorate. I'm just going to put it that way. Caregiving is a beast. But anyway, this is what I do in the mornings. Drink my coffee. It gives me a instant boost of energy. It gives me mental clarity, and it allows me to get prepared to do my workout, which is what I'm getting ready to do now. All right. So I just wanted to tell you what my morning routine is, for you to watch out about what you're taking in as far as supplements, to make sure that you're calculating those in along with whatever else that you're consuming, to make sure that you know the number of carbs and the number of calories that you're taking in. All right. Until next time.